Okay, what is up? It is that time of night. It is content clock. And we are back at it with some more Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Picking up right where we left off. Okay, so we need to send these two out. Now it seems like I want to have you challenge someone's program. And I think I want you to challenge. Oh wait, I think I want you to challenge. Oh, this is the full going. Yeah, Dahlia. Um, what would I like to go after? I don't want to go after this because that would make me very unpopular with novices. Um, hmm. Let me think. Where do we differ? Okay, let's go after the judgment system, maybe. You can. I want you to maybe look for allies too. And then, whoops. Let's talk to Yu-enia. Fortuna, how come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything alright? I don't want to be a bother, but I'd like to visit you and see how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Looking forward to see you again? Yeah, of course. Wow, she's tall. Wow, she got some big horns too. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you. You've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you, but you're not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of it full of power. I'm happy to see you too, Master. Ah, so I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remember them. That's a sad thought, but yeah, I feel a bit alien even amongst my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupil so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master, today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about your exile. Um, it made me stronger. I'm way more powerful now. It hasn't been easy, but I made it, and now it's just a blur in my memory. This trial pushed me to my limits, and I managed to grow past them. Now I feel ready to take on anything. I'm serious. I'm not going to say I'm thankful to Adina. I still hate her with all my guts. But I would never have reached this level if I didn't have to push through this nightmare. But, Arjuna, power is not the measure of life. Becoming more powerful is not necessary. It is not necessarily a symptom of progress. An existence which is not enjoyed is not much of an existence at all. I I know, but I didn't have a say in this. So I'd better believe it's all been for something. Yeah, I understand. And what about the behemoth you summon? Fortuna. It was me who taught you the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. Why did you teach it to me to begin with? Calm down. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth? I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact? Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community to have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what is not, but hardly any laws survive every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I am no longer your master. Ah, that kinda makes me feel sad. Me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends, and I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I am proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever, it's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend, I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? I mean, that's the truthful answer. Patrice forced me to, basically. Ah, your other mentor. I don't officially recognize her as such. I know, but if she's put you up to this, I'm sure it's going to be something good for you. It's breaking me out of the stupor of being exiled, that's for sure. I see, that's good. Can I help in any way? Ooh, I think the academics. Can you vouch for us amongst the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the Coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. First I should warn you about its true nature. Oh, and what may that be? Adina's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us. That what I do isn't fortune-telling. I'm not reading into the unknown, I'm writing the unknown. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Adina's always been quite perceptive. I'm ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better, should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly. Plus, I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven. Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's part in why I got into politics, in hopes that there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh. It's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful about what you ask. I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what card I'll draw. Very well. Okay. Deep breaths, deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understood you properly, we can work with anything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew in new realities, especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy, times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then, I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh, that's unexpected. What's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Adina took you away from me, and I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me you have to fix that, the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. I'm gonna take a quick sip of my water. Go with lesson. Um, you taught me to create a magical stash that would grow slowly during my penance, so I would have a meaty magical reserve for when I came back. You taught me another forbidden spell to siphon magic from any witch who visited my domain. Ooh. Now this one's better. I don't want to be evil. Um. Oh yes, I remember that. And don't call it a magical stash. It was an astrologer's dream catcher. After 200 years, it must be ripe for the harvest. Whoa, it's so uncanny. You immediately switched to that reality. Ah, oh. I cast the spell myself, and I could swear this really happened. Well, it really happened. I remember it clearly. What you cast was an illusion after all. We lived through that. True. Amazing. Do you want to open it now? See how much energy it gathered? Absolutely. Okay, here I go. Whoa. Whoa is right! God damn! Incredible. This feels like cheating. I don't think so. You sacrificed a bit of your past in exchange for this power. The cosmic balance is kept. You'll eventually run out of past if you keep exploiting this. Right. But still, enjoy it. You own it. You used your abilities in your own time, after all. I guess. I'm still processing it. Wow. Holy shit. Whoa, 14, 14, 14. Courage, communication, peace, and power. Ooh. I really love that time. We took me camping out for one of the beautiful... I remember how your ears went wild the first time I baked you a margarita pizza. Oh. I like this one. Oh, I remember how your ears went wild the first time I baked you a margarita pizza. My ears? Yeah. It was during the first months of my training. I was getting used to my ascension, and I wanted to do something to thank you for taking me in. I asked you if you liked pizza, and you were like, "What's a pizza?" Yeah, exactly. I couldn't believe that in all of your years of immortal existence, you hadn't heard about your pizzas at all. Well, it's not like you had any knowledge of dear folk gastronomy. I know, but by that time I couldn't process existence without pizza. So I went and made you one, the simplest. Ah, as I remember it into my mouth, as I remember it, my mouth is beginning to water again. And when you put the first slice in your mouth, your eyes went wide open and your ears started going up and down uncontrollably. Now I need pizza. It's been centuries since I had one. Next time I visit you, get ready to make some pizza, Fortuna. Sure, it's a promise. Ah, this is so strange. I know you just wrote that with your cards, but I remember it so vividly, so many details. The smells, the temperatures, so many sensations. Yeah, me too. It's uncanny. I immediately embraced this new reality. It's not an illusion after all. We really lived through that. It actually happened. This is incredible. Thank you for creating such a valuable memory for us. That is sick. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? I understand why Adina was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck. But I'm not scared at all, because I know you. Adina didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Adina had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile? That's dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think about a mad witch with your power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told me many tales about Abramar, but I never got to use the spell myself. Wait, tell me more about your mentor and Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shape-shifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident because it had brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations, but they had to erase their sisters out of existence and chained Abramar back to the Forbidden Song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that, I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar. I'm kinda sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I like him very much. I owe him in my life. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you found such a good ally. It's rare to hear you talk so fondly about anybody. I guess that extra-dimensional beings are my weak spot. Listen, I want you to have something. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The four elements converge there, after all. Whoa! Sick! Whoa, this is going to come in handy, alright. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew up as a witch. Ah, Fortuna. Thank you, Yu-enia. Okay, tea time is over. Now you focus on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes. Come back soon. Aw, that was sweet. That was very sweet. Hey, we got the homies. Oh, who's at my window? Oh, is this the Explorer? It is. That's gonna be very important. Which means we can't fuck that up. It was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters, talk to them about how amazing you are, how you helped me, and they must vote for your party. I feel like it worked really well. They could sense my genuine enthusiasm. Ooh, yeah. That definitely picked up. Look for some allies. I don't know the coven very well, but I'll try. Found someone interesting. Pay you a visit. Corellia, the sensorial witch. Affect the perceptions, sensations of sentient beings. Conjure hallucinations. She seems a bit anxious about the current climate in the coven. I'm not sure what will come out of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyways. Cool. I'd like for you to just continue looking for allies. Because I'm like refusing to use the dirt option. I refuse. I want to make a new card with that place. Yes. Because I have so much energy. I just want to make sure I have no more Super Arcanus. That's very expensive, so we'll take it. And we'll go with... I'll go with this maybe. This should be cool. Oh, I've got a plan. Okay, like this, like this, go like this, go like this. No, I just want this one. Oh, I can't delete you. I'll just hide you. Duplicate, flip, bang, bang. Ow. I'm gonna tilt it a bit like that. Yeah. I like it. But I think this wing maybe come out of it, maybe? Go up a little bit. Yeah. That's sick. That is sick, sick. Space Odyssey. It's very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Now that uses a cycle, I think. Yeah, it does. So I don't know if I really want to do that too much while I'm in this race. What did I have you do? Like for allies. Wound the Witch of Entropy and Decay. Wow. She's an oracle. She's able to read the entropy in any system, no matter what. If it's a machine, basically, wound can discern what actions will accelerate the decay. Weak spot. Oh, is that her right there? Oh. Promote our program to producers. Okay. Yeah, because we could use a little more in producers. We're really not doing terrible. We're really not doing horrible at all. Okay, I'm feeling good, I think. Oh, that was the sculptor lady. Okay, let's do this one first. Okay, so we gotta be on point with this, because this could be really big for us. Whoa, she's cool looking. Hello, Fortuna. So nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet with the head of the Explorers. Ah, I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the Explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only Explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head, leader, or chief of Explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. I won't deny that. My word carries more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I never brandished that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh yeah? At that time, we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, whoa, I would have loved to be a part of that. Well, unfortunately, the project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer to the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at the time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side, it would have ended differently? We'll never know, I guess. Look at me, talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So, you're visiting every candidate. How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members. And I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright, no matter who wins. I agree. It's a pity we have to compete to begin with. I know, it must be hard on you. You, Jasmine, and Dahlia are pretty close, right? My true family, I'd say. I hope this race makes you even closer after the dust settles. Yeah, me too. I wish I could have enjoyed some quiet time with my loved ones before getting thrown back into witch society this hard. We rarely choose our struggles. Why don't you stay out of it if the race is this hard of you? I should have, shouldn't I? But I guess I do care about the fate of this coven. That's why I have to make sure it's our program that we move forward with. Ah, the clash of friendships and conviction. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? So blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So if it's not rude to ask, I would like to experience your divination. Specifically, how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting this universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. Not so simple considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Menaka to find. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to a request? No, I'll stick to a request. Very well, I accept your challenge. I'm taking a quick sip of water. One sec. All the talking really dries your mouth. Especially when you're trying to do weird voices. It's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right. It is a challenge, fair enough. It's alright. I can deliver. Let's let's ask my deck for somewhere you haven't been. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck. And connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. Oh. Oh, that's a fat pull. There's a naturally formed isospherohedron the size of Everest in orbit around Jupiter between its 5th and 6th moon. Trace the light between the two largest stars of our galaxy and you'll find an undiscovered moon that lost its planet 500,000 years ago. Observe the surface of VY Canis Majoris carefully. There you'll find a wormhole that can be crossed safely without getting burnt. It'll take you to an undiscovered location. Close to the black hole you last studied, you missed the remnants of a planet once mined by the Quarry Titans. Oh, I'm totally doing this one. Oh, wow. That is pretty far-fetched. Is it possible, though? Well, it's not impossible. Then you will find it. Are you sure you want to send your elders into one of the largest known stars? Yes. I mean, it sounds funny, but I'm 100% sure you are going to find that wormhole and you will be able to go through it safely. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. What you just did, it's something else. I'm leaving immediately to explore. Can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. That felt good. That felt good. Oh, who's that? Oh, okay. Something worrying to report. Caprice's been shamelessly parading Adina's corpse around to gather support. May have been because they go back way too far, but for some reason the corpse complies with everything Caprice says. This is giving our sisters reason to believe in Caprice's plan of keeping Adina as some sort of mystic guide. Wow, she jumped up. We need to do something. Fantastic news. Yu-enia has been meeting with the academics, vouching for you. And nepotism is powerful in our sisterhood, apparently. Thank your mentor for me. Wow, that's a big jump we just took. I'm back. The novices weren't happy that we were trying to discredit Dahlia's referendum idea, but for the rest of the witches, especially the academics, we've raised some valid concerns. Okay. Some of the novices recommended someone who you may find helpful. I wrote to her explaining our situation. Hopefully she'll come soon. Here's the info I gathered about her. Her name is Ranjimari, the cosmic poet. She's not from the Coven, but you've probably heard of her. Ranjimari is all the rage throughout the witching universe, especially among the young witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on the witch culture. As the universe's biggest influencer, Ragnamari, Ranjimari, I don't know. R. Marie. I don't, I don't know. Will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture in centuries to come. I've heard she sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak up, we could sweep a lot of votes. Ooh, huge. I'd like you to... You can look for some allies, and you can promote our program to... Wait. Ooh, damn. Wow. To producers, maybe. Okay. Okay. There's Kurel. Yeah. Let's do it this. first. Oh wow, she looks cool. Thank you for having me. My name is Yu-enia. I'm a jade sculptor. Welcome, Yu-enia. My name is Fortuna. I'm a cartomancer. What can I do for you? I lead an a group of refugees. What? What am I reading, bro? Holy shit. Oh my god. I lead a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. Oh no, I'll help in any way I can. What do you need? I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. Are you familiar about the traditions of the jade sculptors? Not much. Please educate me. With pleasure. Thank you for listening to our story. We, the jade sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones. We can ask them what their potential is and carve any of them into magnificent magical tools. The most powerful stone is jade, the cornerstone of all of our power. We owe all of our might to the pact we sealed with the jade monks. You work with men? I thought they weren't able to achieve witchhood. Oh no, the jade monks are the two largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whispered their shape to our founding members, and they carved them into what they are today. We worship them. In exchange, they guard the souls of every member of the clan. If you bring the heart of a jade witch back to the jade monks, we can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining our memories but not our powers. The reborn must remain there in our temple to humbly serve the living witches of our coven. That's very interesting. Thank you so much for taking the time to explain it to me. Now that you know how we function, you can understand the root of this conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk's waterfalls. It's all thanks to a new stone carving method I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters considered this to be hearsay. They claimed that the purity of jade must be preserved. But I suspect they are mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, tried to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and are hunting us down. Ugh, sounds awful. That's why we need your help, and I'm aware how risky it is to protect us at the moment. But hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched many covens to see who'd be the best suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know that you are in the middle of some elections too. So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. Wow, that's... We also have some magic saved up, so as compensation for all your troubles, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know the jade sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with a coven as powerful as yours. Take us in, and we will all be safe. Please, I beg you. Protect us, and you'll have more than 10 votes and more earth energy. Yeah, I accept. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. I accept, but no need to vote for me. Is that right? Would you take us in without asking for anything in exchange? That's right. I'll protect you. No strings attached. I just want to help. You don't even need to participate in this election. You are too kind. I couldn't have hoped for such a selfless soul when I came up with this desperate plan. Thank you, truly. I'm just happy to offer you some peace. Thank you so much. We've been through too much. We are forever indebted to you. Really, I'm just happy to help. How do we proceed now? Oh, I could just be honest. But do we want that getting out? Don't know. I can examine your future with my cards. Oh, that'll give me some peace, yes. It'll be my pleasure then. Alright, let me get my cards. I see two major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees fleeing from your old coven. And, on the other hand, we have your pursuers, the four sisters that are after you, claiming you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your trading as a Jade Sculptor, and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my deck. I do like that card. Introspection, courage, yearning, passion, power. Let's do refugee. Witchhood will become unbearable for you and your sisters. You will renounce your powers and go back to live. Ooh, no. Using your art of imbuing Jade with Quicksilver, you will fuse your sisters to become a powerful entity that will witness and survive the end of this universe. Holy shit. You will realize the heresy in your actions and will find a way to make amends with your four sisters. Ugh. You will end up founding your own coven that'll surpass the Jade Sculptors. Ooh. Kind of like this one, though. I kind of fuck with this. Your arts pierce deep. That's a possibility I've been considering since I discovered the magical merging qualities of Quicksilver. It'll allow us to become powerful enough to survive our pursuers, or do just about anything, really. But since the price is losing our but the price is losing our individuality. If your cards nudge fate in that direction, I guess I'll start working on the spell. Thank you for your guidance. That's pretty cool. Alliance, leadership, purpose, support, success, justice, happiness, temptation, indifference, stagnation. Nothing too terrible. Your pursuers will eventually realize how ignorant they have been, and will try to recruit you back and compensate you and your sisters for all the damage they caused. Ugh. The Jade Sculptors will devise a ritual to turn all of their dead servants into ghosts and have them haunt the dreams of anyone who betrayed them. Jesus Christ. Jade Sculptors will be deemed a danger to cosmic society and will be stopped and dissolved by the Arbitrage Office. No matter where you hide, your forces will end up finding a way to punish you one way or another. The Jade Monks that you worship, displeased by the atrocities committed by your four sisters, will turn everyone except you and the ones who fled into Jade statues. Ooh. I really don't like the first one, but it is the best one. Although I'm not terribly upset by this one. I don't want to find joy in their tragedy, but it did sound like proper justice after everything they put us through. Yeah! There's some solace in that. Thank you. Thank you for looking into our future. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there's so many hardships still ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more than one sense. I hope that everything works out for you all in the end. Sick. They're back. What's up, Abermar? No dice. I didn't mention finding more opportunities for us. I'm afraid this is it. Let's focus our effort on other fronts. Fine. Producers didn't go well. I'm not really in touch with sensibilities. Parasite. They all liked it was a lost battle. Okay. Isn't he an architect? I mean, he's kind of a producer if you think about it. But whatever. I just want you to continue promoting. I mean, if we can just take the whole academic vote, that's such a big chunk. So maybe I'll just have you go back to the academics. Yeah. What's this? Whoa. Whoa. Kind of want to make a new card. Not thrilled about it taking a cycle, but we got so much energy. Seems silly not to. Let's do this one. Nope, this one. And we can do that one too. Let's do this one. Can we get some water in it? Yeah, I'll do this one. Put her over here. Put Mr. Snake coming, maybe branching off from here. Do I just want to hide the bull? Or I could make it seem like she's attacking the serpent. Rawr. Maybe I'll just make her a little tentacle monster. Yeah. Sick. Quick card. Deception, the unknown, introspection, rejection, bad omen, yearning, and passion. Oof. Deception, the unknown, introspection, rejection. See, that's not... I don't like that, though. I'm gonna go dispel that card. I don't like that. It's got so much bad. That was just a waste of a cycle, but... It is what it is. I want to see what she says. It said I found it. I didn't actually take time to read that, but I do want to see what she says. Okay, you are the real deal. You must forgive me for all my condescension. I dared to cross the wormhole, buried among the imposing flame of the giant star. It took me to a non-Euclidean labyrinth made of what looked like quartz and jasper. If it's the work of a sentient being, it's not any we've encountered so far. A behemoth, maybe? The thing is that any spell I cast was absorbed towards its insides. When the race is over, we should put together a task force to properly map it. The place is hypnotic, enthralling even for the most seasoned eyes. You are incredible, Fortuna. I've never witnessed such a display of power. Thank you. I've worked with other oracles in the past to aid in our expeditions, but this is something else. See, centuries ago, I built a special array that continuously sweeps our charted space and mutates to depict any changes in our universe, down to the precision of an asteroid. Your cute little house does appear there. So, what the evidence points to so far is that either the array is malfunctioning, or that place you sent me to didn't exist before our meeting. But that's impossible, of course. Phew. I'm glad I played it safe with her request. Yeah! I'd like to further test these capabilities of yours, if you don't mind. I'm gonna have to start charging you, Menaka. This time, it's something pretty straightforward. Do you know what this is? No. Some sort of puzzle box? It's what was left of Archwitch Cademia when her coven scattered her remains. Her sisters aren't around anymore, but they trusted Caprisa with this contraption, and Caprisa trusted me with solving its mystery. This is ancient, even by witch standards. And you would like me to open it as a test? Oh no, that'd be an unfair demand. We've been stumped by it for ages now. I'd like to find a clue as to what it is, using your divination. Very well, let's take a look at it. I don't want to talk about what I get in exchange. That seems shady. I'm going to ask my deck to put you on the path that'll untangle this mystery. Yes, please. Let's take a look at this artifact's future. Focus on everything you've learned about it, on the countless hours you've spent studying it. Okay. Only a behemoth can open it. You need to form a pact. Study the songbooks of the deer folk, commit to their culture, and soon enough you'll magically inspired how to unravel this mystery. You need to pierce through Condema's intelligence, a witch named Luis can weave you a key to peel off. Oh, okay. You acquire the aid of the highest ranking arbiter. She has classified information that allow you to... This artifact can only be opened with the reincarnation. She's bored, but you'll recognize her once you meet her. I kind of like this one. But this one's not bad either. But I don't hate this one. Well, that one's not bad either, though. I don't mind any of these. They're not terrible. Besides the behemoth one, that one kind of blows. Could just kind of be flat out evil, really. Let's do this one. Oh, Luis? You know her? Yes, she trained to be an explorer back when she was a novice, but it didn't work out. She was too absorbed by the intelligence thing. Was more interested in the substance of things than the actual exploration. Luis is one of the kindest souls I've ever known. I would have loved to have her with us. Happy to hear we'll work again. And having experienced your talents firsthand, this must be it. Finally, some progress in Kadema's mystery. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You surpassed every expectation I had. Even more than that, you made me fall in love with immortality again. Before meeting you, I was disillusioned with this cosmos already. I felt like I had seen it all. And you tore through that like a supernova, not only showing me new places, but magic beyond my comprehension. I'm so happy to hear that. You have my full support. I'll vouch for you in front of our sisters. I'm looking forward to the future of this coven with you at the helm. Thank you so much. See you in Congress. Good luck with the race. Yeah! W. Okay, let's see what they got. Bad news regarding Jasmine. Apparently she's been funding a group of academics to research what it really entail for our powers if we all devoured Yu-enia. And, wow. I mean, if I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now. Even though we have the same point in our program, now we look like we wouldn't know what to do with all that power. But we mustn't give up. Let's start the counterattack. Did you welcome the Jade Sculptors into our coven? Yeah. That's a bit complicated in the middle of the race, Fortuna. Based on the coven rules, they have the right to vote, and they're voting for us, of course. But this didn't sit well with the rest of the coven. But I told them there was no need to vote for us. Come on, you can't be that naive. Of course they're going to vote for us. They owe you. Yeah, but... No buts. Our sisters have the right to be pissed. I'm sorry. Well, what was I going to do? Just fucking turn them away? No! I don't give a fuck. No matter what, if that loses the race or not, it's still doing the right thing. That's what's important, ultimately. Okay, let's rebuild from here. You made a great impression on Menaka. She is vouching for us now, swaying most of the explorers to her side. Menaka is wonderful, I had a great time with her. That's good. Good energy for the race. Keep it up. Well, isn't this just convenient? Something's off. What happened? Out of thin air, a plague has been hitting hard all the producers' gardens and orchards. And guess who had the solution for this unexpected crisis? Oh, shit! Jasmine? Jasmine. It smells fishy. Too convenient. The thing is that, of course, Jasmine saving the day has garnered her support from most of the producers and then some more. Oh, I know what happened. It's my fault. I made it happen with my cards. Back when Jasmine consulted me about the race, read how she would save a magical crisis with her flower magic during the race. Oh, fuck, that explains things then. I'm sorry. It's alright, you weren't aware about what you were actually doing back then. Let's focus on finding opportunities to flex our skills in front of the coven now. Jasmine's not the only formidable candidate in this race. Back to work. No luck, didn't manage to find... Okay. So, I want you to maybe let's take a look. Oracles are all with Jasmine. Academics are kinda with us. Explorers are split. Warriors, producers are all with her. Novices are largely with us. Okay. So we really need to sway either producers some of the producers, or we can get all the academics. Then we're getting somewhere. Let's see what she said. Super afraid with meeting the producers, but they welcomed me with open arms. I'm a future producer after all. They were interested in my peppermancy. They tried to seduce me towards Jasmine's side, but I stayed strong. I even managed to get some of them to sympathize with our program. All the producers are quite interested in the community service thing, by the way. And oh, that did get some in us. Or in us, huh? Huh? I want you to promote with producers again. I want you to dig dirt. Okay. I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Next time, we'll meet with our dog, Enchantment Book Witch, and Corral. Okay? How does that sound? Sound good? Sound good. Okay. So that is it from me. This race is definitely getting intense. So Jasmine's definitely proving to be our biggest rival so far. But I'm definitely confident we can pull something. You know what I mean? I'm definitely confident we can get this. So, next time, we'll pick up where we left off, as always. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you had fun watching. Consider dropping to subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It means a lot. I hope you had fun doing it is whatever you people do. Don't know what that is, but I hope you had fun doing it anyways. And I love you all.